Hi guys, Drew Farrell here down here at Burley Park Golf Club in Stamford, Lincolnshire, and today in my hands I finally have the Ping G400 LST driver to try. I've been looking forward to this coming in because I've already done a review of the standard version which is on my channel now, which you'll be able to view, and just to see what sort of numbers this gives me in comparison to that one. So we've got the same technology as what we've got in the G400 driver, so we've got the new forged face, which is again going to be thinner, encouraging your ball speeds to stay up across the face. It's still got this new tungsten weight in the back, but that's slightly further forward in the positioning, just to move that CG a little further forward and see if we can lower your spin a fraction. It's got the turbulators on top still, which is slightly bolder than the previous G model, which I think still look good. It frames the ball really nicely down by the ball. It's got the dragonfly technology and this new sort of dimpled effect on the back here, which is going to help you with airflow and increasing your club head speeds. And it's also got the Vortex technology again, which is just helping with this whole aerodynamic sort of theme that they've got going on with the driver, just to encourage you to reduce the drag and see if we can increase your speed a little bit. It's got the changeable neck as well, which I've had on the last few drivers, so that can go up a degree, down a degree, and then 0.6 either way as well. I've got this in the Project X Hazardous 6.0, which is what I demoed in the other driver in the other review, which is very similar to what I'm currently using, so that's why I just want to test it out, see how what sort of numbers I get in comparison to my current M2. I've got a GC2 down here on the floor, which I'm going to hit a few balls away with now. I've got some premium tricks and range balls as well, and then if you pop back in a few minutes and I'll show you some results. Okay, so I've got some results here. So Ping G400 LST. So average ball speed there at 157, which again is a little lower for me. There's a slight misstrike there on that last shot, which seems to have dropped down the average a little bit, or else it's up not a million miles away from that 160 mark. It's quite early in the morning, so I'm probably not quite as warmed up as I should be. Average launch angle there at 13.5, which is really good for me again. That's exactly where I want my numbers to sit. Now this is the column I was interested in seeing. So average spin there at 2.2, which is really good. I've even got one down there at 1.7, which is unheard of for me. Those of you who have watched my other reviews know my spin can jump up from time to time. So the highest there at 2.6 and that lowest one at 1.7, so that's really good for me, really good. Peak height at 36, which is good again. Nice to see the ball getting in the air. I've got this in a 10 degree, so that's pretty much as close to my driver as I can get it. Average carry at 273, so the highest at 281 and the lowest at 260. So that's probably my only concern with this driver in relation to the other one. If you're not quite fine in the middle, because the CG is slightly further forward position, it's not going to be quite as forgiving, and MOI might be affected. It might not, club might twist a little bit more on your off-centre hits. But yeah, those are some pretty good numbers. Let me just see if I can quickly find my G400 numbers from my last test. So the ball speed on the other G400 is up a little bit, but again, that might be a little bit to do with me being a bit more warmed up. And the average backspin there was 2.7. So, you know, for myself, that's 500 RPM less, which is pretty much what they're saying themselves. It can reduce sort of 300 to 500 RPMs a spin. So if you're somebody who does suffer with some high spin numbers, I'd definitely recommend giving this a go. It sounds great. This is what I found with last year's LS Tech. It seemed to feel and sound a little bit different to the other standard heads, but this one, acoustics are very similar and feels are very similar in looks, so definitely one to give a try. Post your comments down below in the box if you've given this a go, or if there's any other the G400 drivers you're looking at trying out. My social media links are also down in the description below if you don't mind giving me a follow on those, and subscribe to the channel while you're down there, and there'll be some regular content coming 2 or 3 times a week. Thank you for watching the video. See you soon.